The Herald of Andraste. Haha.
That's him. He stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
That's really weird hearing myself in the background. I need to mute that. Oh, and I thought I'd be able to open that.
Chancellor Roderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us. That isn't Chancellor Roderick's doing.
So happy to find out that this was only $5 over the weekend. It had been so long since I played this. Now let me read that. The light shall lead her safely. The paths of this world and into the next. For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water. As the moth sees light and goes toward flame, she should see fire and go towards light. The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death for the Maker. For the Maker shall be her beacon and her shield, her foundation and her sword. Transfigurations 10:1, often sung by mourners as they light candles.
Have you gone completely mad? He should be taken to Val Royo immediately.
Sure, I've gone completely mad.
Chain him. I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
Did what I could, still suspect you want my help again. I always have a habit of playing the more the more positive
A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
dialogue selections, I guess you can call them.
The breach
Now that I
is not
finally got the
only
words out of my mouth.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave.
Someone.
Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect,
You, and many others.
but not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
I'm not a chosen one?
You realize I'm Canary.
I have not forgotten. No matter what you are or what you believe.
That's right, it's been so long since I played these that I forget about the deep-seated racism that's built into this game.
And your
Elves
mother
are
was our
hated,
only hope of
humans are
closing.
smug,
This is
dwarves,
not
I
for
mean,
you
they
to
outcast their own just for stupid reasons.
You know what this
Tell them they're
is,
not allowed in the
Chancellor.
caves anymore, and then the
writ from
Canary
Divine,
who,
granting us
you
the
know,
authority to act.
just right there, they're not
As
even
of this
allowed as
moment,
part of that
I
religion.
declare the Inquisition reborn.
Ooh, the
We will
Inquisition.
close the
Yes!
breach, we will find those responsible, and we
So
will
that's
restore
why they
order,
call the
with
game
or
Dragon
without
Age
your
Inquisition.
approval.
Oh. Clearly that's why.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old.
I played this a
Find
decent
those
amount a
who will
while
stand
back.
against the chaos.
Trying to get back into it. I played it on PlayStation 4 originally.
And
But now I'm playing it on Xbox One.
But we have no choice.
Saw it
We
was
must
$5
act
over
now,
the weekend for
with you
the
at our side.
digital deluxe edition. So I couldn't pass it up. Let's see what I can investigate. The Inquisition of Old. Want to ooh, yeah.
You're trying to start
Holy
a
wars are
civil
bad.
war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you.
Holy wars never
As
end
to
well.
whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
Let's see what else we can ask. Yeah, I mean, of course I'm going to do it. I mean, I'm not even going to bother asking what happens if I refuse.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
Yeah, like what's the deal with the Chantry? Let's ask
He
about
was still
that.
part of the Chantry.
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new divine, and then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No.
So they're just
we are
gonna.
on our own.
Okay, so yeah, they're
Perhaps.
backing out of the Chantry and coming to do this. Yeah, sure, I'll help.
If you're truly trying to restore order,
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Yeah, let's do this. And for the record, two-handed weapons are always best. My favorite style. Weird clipping there. And there's so much of this game I don't even remember if I got to see before. Like there's so much I remember. Like I remember a lot of the time, like the first open world area that you get to go explore. I remember getting the, oh, I forget what they even called it, like the Sky Castle or whatever it is, where you're kind of the league commander at. Not where you like first start at, but like the place you unlock that you get to upgrade. I remember getting to that point. That's probably a decent way through the game then. I have no idea. Oh, I got a fancy new coat. Went from prisoner to commander of an army. And the Inquisition is born. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, with everything going on at E3, when I heard that Anthem is being made by BioWare, which, is the company that worked on this. I'm not sure if it's the exact same division that worked on Dragon Age, but the Dragon Age series and the Mass Effect series are just keystones for me as far as gaming goes. Like, so much fun, so deep in what you can do to customize and strategies behind it all. More so in, this than Mass Effect, if you ask me, but like just the fact that you have the tactical view, but then you take that and like the way I see it is it looked like Destiny's gameplay. I mean, I play Destiny a lot. And of course now that Destiny 2 is about to roll around, I mean, starting to wind down from it quite a bit, but yeah, just that open world kind of go do what you want and be able to party up with people in the open world just really reminded me of Destiny, and you put BioWare behind that. I gotta admit, I got high hopes for it. I do have high hopes for it. I, as of right now, plan on getting it, but we'll see how the news carries it through the new year, because obviously it's not coming out until fall of next year at the earliest. Let's see. I shouldn't be surprised. You Oxmen are tough as old leather. Yeah, thanks.
my thanks for any part you played in that.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that secret.
Yeah, potions are always good.
We've got the supplies to actually.
Like games like this, they make it so that if you want to play at like real high levels, not like actual level, like character level wise, but if you want to play on hard or like nightmare difficulty in this case, um, they make it so that you have to like rely on potions, it feels, to get your damage boosts and, you know, elemental reduction and all that sort of stuff to even be able to survive. Um, I mean, that's great and all. It's just not something I ever really focus on in these games. I just, you know, I have a habit of, you know, get through it on normal and calling it there. Much as I like RPGs, you know, going through an RPG on nightmare difficulty, for example, can just be exhausting. You end up grinding too much to get the right ingredients to make the right potions or spells or whatever it may be. But, I mean, every once in a while I aspire to do so. For example, Final Fantasy 15, another game I like to play. You know, level cap's 99. I finished the game at like level 44. So I had a long way to go, but just didn't really feel like grinding my way through from level 44 to 99 just to get to the end game dungeons. So naturally, instead, I decided to start fresh with that as well. Probably stream it at some point or another, just to work through that again. It was such a great story. I mean, it's not too often that, you know, I find a game that makes me truly care about what happens to the characters, to want to know what makes the characters tick. Like, oh shoot, see, in Elder Scrolls, in Final Fantasy 15, your companions, you have, what is it, Gladius, Ignis, and I don't know why I can't remember the other guy's name. What is it? What is the other guy's name? Well, either way, I like, one of the moments that really stuck out to me with that game is, you know, you're sitting on the ledge of a building and talking to him, and he's always talking about why he's so insecure and why he's following the gang around, why he does all that he tries to do. It was just because he felt insecure that, you know, it was the one place he finally felt like he could belong. That he was always worried that he wasn't you know, holding his weight, you know, on the quest that you're going on, but, you know, you have the opportunity to really dig into that story to figure out who he really is. Let alone now they're releasing the DLC extras to explore those characters even more, learn their fighting styles better, all that sort of stuff. So, lots to look forward to with that game.
Spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten.
Mr. Mage Boy.
I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean
Let's
ruins
ask him
in battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if
Oh,
leave food
wards,
out for
right.
spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I imagine you find some amazing things in there, alongside all the demons.
Exactly. It is occasionally dangerous, yes. But more often it's
Speaking
just
of
sad
wards, though,
because
if you like
thrill of
reading,
finding remnants of a thousand
you know,
young dreams,
books,
I would
you know, the
not
ones
trade
without
for anything.
pictures, there's a book I've been reading called The Warded Man. It's book one in a series called The Demon Cycle.
I am apostate, surrounded by
Really
shadows,
fascinating
within
book,
the veil of
extremely
rebellion.
well written.
Cassandra has been accommodating, but you
The reason
understand
why
her
that
caution.
popped into my head was that every night in that book, you know, demons rise up from the ground and attack and try to destroy humanity. And their one defense is wards, that they have like mathematical equations and all this other sort of stuff to figure out how to place the wards and what order to place the wards and all that other sort of stuff to protect them. And yeah, his ward, Solus's wards are going to be completely different from that. Obviously, that they're not going to be nearly as effective, if you ask me. But still, really great book, really entertaining, fast paced with good detail, all that sort of good stuff. Let's see here. Oh, she's been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now
Circle.
let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
If I remember right, the circle in these games was like an order of mages with a lot of like really strict rules and limiting what kind of magic they can study, and they kind of have to like serve under the Templars more or less. Like the Templars kind of keep them in check. That a lot of mages try to avoid that because they don't like being so limited. Oh, that's cool. I can collect songs. I don't think I ever noticed that before.
Can I get you anything?
What can I find here?
Adan is Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harris is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segret. His prices aren't too high.
Oh, you know what I just remembered?
Oh, there's also
I leveled up before I logged off last time, which was on my lunch break today.
Farewell.
So I'm going to go ahead and spend my ability point. So last time when I was in here, I went ahead and bought like the upgrade for my mighty blow. So that being said, I kind of want to make sure I'm still diversifying a little bit. So there's the Battle Master and then Vanguard. So let's see here. The Battle Masters are cunning warriors that control the battlefield and everyone on it. They bolster their allies, hamper their enemies, and take advantage of any sign of weakness. Okay. And then there's the Vanguard. The stalwart warriors protect their allies by making themselves the biggest target on the battlefield. When enemies take the bait, Vanguards pick them apart with brutal precision. So, with playing a two-handed character, let's see, it looks like this is where it already kind of started me down the path on kind of saying, hey, hint, hint, wink, wink. This is where you want to be playing at. So let's see what my options are here. I can get Challenge, which Cassandra actually has this. Has this ability when you start the game. Carries across the battlefield, taunting a targeted enemy and improving your guard. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's see, what else can I get? There's Charging Bull. Slam into your enemies, increasing your guard and knocking them down as you break through their line. So if it knocks them down, I pair this. If I were to pair this with the skill I already have unlocked, that what's it called? It's the Mighty Blow. Because I already have this down, it will give me another 300% damage boost to it. So I think I'm going to end up taking that, but just cuz. Let's take a look at this real quick. Can't kill with the can't hit. Get a bonus to your maximum guard. I mean, that would be nice eventually, but this early on, I'd rather go for the damage output. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take the Charging Bull. Which works nicely because it puts it on B. And then, so I can do the, War Cry, Charging Bull into the Mighty Blow, and that's just going to do a devastating amount of damage. So that's cool. I forget what the power points are for. I don't really care about behaviors. Uh, just because I just leveled up, got a principal, got a save. Alright, let's check this out. What else can we find here? Inspect requisitions. No schematics available. Okay, you fulfill the requisitions with a quartermaster.
Anyway,
I relatively remember this, but
I didn't realise
I'm gonna
that
go
you
through
get
this
down
just
and
just
still
to
here.
refresh
If
myself.
you want new gear, you pay for it. Oh, you're him. Thren, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Okay, tell me about the
What do you mean
requisitions.
when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site, maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Nice. So how do I fill
If
them?
I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Yeah, I don't really care about any of that information. Alright, cool.
Make her go with you.
Eventually I will have a camera back on once I get my my Connect back. I have it all packed up. And eventually I would like to get the what is it, the one of the game recorders, like the Elgato HD60. Uh, that way I can stream it through my, actually put it through my computer, and then have access to whatever camera's on there, and be a lot better. Because I'm still thinking about getting what is it, the Xbox One X, but until I know more about it, or
Let me know.
I heard that it probably doesn't have like the Connect port, so eventually if I'm going to keep streaming, I'm going to need to get, one of those game recorders so I can run this through my computer and use that camera instead. Let's see what this says. Patient observations. Less thrashing, some response to stimulus. Battle seems solid. 2 attempts so far by locals to break into the chantry to kill my patient. All this work to save his life, and will they just execute him? Will inform Lady Cassandra I expect him to wake before the morn. So, that's fun. I wonder who that was in reference to. I'm not sure if that was in reference to you before everything, before that happened in the prologue, or if, that's, because that's not where you wake up after it. So that's either for somebody else or before, the actual start of the game where they were nursing you back to health. That would be my guess. So what's this here? Oh,
Researcher Minave wishes to use some inexpensive spirits. What
so I've been in here before.
wishes to light
Different door, but I got another song unlocked. That's pretty cool. Ooh, something to read. Tale of the Frostbacks. Let's see how long this is. It's a little long for my taste. I'll read notes, but I don't want to read whole books inside of a game.
Right now.
That kind of defeats the purpose of playing a video game. Alright. So it wants me to report to the Chantry. There's other stuff I can be doing. Let's go to the journal. Haven's best and brightest, so I know I want to do that. Give many of an item to research. What's this? Oh, cool. Might check that out before I go. The apothecary mentioned that his master Tigan was working on something special before he died at the conclave. That could be nice, especially if it's still in this area. And that's the requisition order. That's going to take a while to actually do. So we're going to finish up this best and the brightest.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is
Showing buy, sell.
He is our maker.
Let's
Cassandra's clutches. And here I paid that little knife ear to inform me the moment you were free. No matter, no matter. Segret, honored to meet you. Thank you for all you've done, and hopefully will still do.
Yep, I appreciate it.
Kind words.
Easily given. Our fate is quite literally in your hands, from what I hear. Anything you need is
Yep, you better believe it.
for a reasonable price, of course. Supplies are a little tight, given the circumstances.
I don't know. I might make sure that Rift takes you first. Yeah, let's see what he has for sale. I'm not going to actually buy anything. I just want to see. RPGs are kind of one of those... It's just that style of game where it's usually just not worth your time to actually buy anything. That, before you know it, you're going to end up finding it out in the wild and realizing you just spent all that coin that you could have used on researching potions or, just hoarding it because you can, and it makes you feel better. I keep doing that. I keep hitting L3 wanting to sprint faster, move faster, but it doesn't do that in this game. I've been playing too much Destiny. Just a natural habit. It just amazes me too. Like just the sheer draw distance in this game. The fact that how well detailed it is all the way out there to the rift and the sky flashing and you can see all the individual trees going up the mountain. This is not something that happened, 5-10 years ago. So here's the blacksmith. Loot. Ooh, some heavy armor. That's what I like. Craft weapons, modify armor, modify weapons. Buy, sell. And pretty much nothing. Craft armor. That's really nothing there. It's just people standing in the way of everything else. I'm guessing Harriet is going to be the smith. I'm Harriet.
How's the new gear fit?
Quite well.
Sturdy and warm.
Quite well, good sir. Quite well.
The world's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world.
Dang, look at that sword.
So, you need custom work.
Like it's the one you pick up right when you start, but it's so intricate. Like you'd think that, it's not just something you'd start with. Especially considering most games start you with like a rusty short sword. Or copper at best. See if he has any designs.
I want something. What can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Okay. So let's do that. Let's take a look at it on the table. I have some armor made. So you go over here to craft the armor. He gave me the Defender mail, which is, it's what I'm currently wearing. So it needs 7 somethings. Slot each slot accepts a specific number of material, metal, cloth, or leather. Fill all available slots to craft an item. Okay, there are 5 different types of crafting slots. Utility, defense, offense, damage, and armor. Determines what will be generated from the material placed in it. For example, if placing iron in a defense slot gives a bonus to melee defense, while putting it in the utility slot gives a bonus to strength. Oh, that's cool. I'll experiment with different combinations of materials and slots to create unique items that fit your needs. That's nice. That's defense and armor. So each of them require metal, it looks like. So you end up needing a total of 11 pieces of metal.
You need something, let me know.
Now he said, you probably have what I need just outside. What that means, I'm not entirely sure I remember. See if there's any update in here. Okay, so I have some armor made. It's still directing me right there. Let me see if I could talk to Herod again. Investigate. Story, what can you make here? Off with the troops. Do you need any materials? Nah, screw that.
Goodbye.
I'll find it on my own, jerk. So this gives me onyx, which is metal. Perfect. And summerstone. So low armor rating, damage, staff. Okay, so it's, I mean, yeah, staff, okay. Looks like, though, if I put the Summerstone in the defense slot, it'll give me plus 10 health, which will be nice. Yeah. Why not? Ooh, a Ferelden Greatsword. It's a greatsword schematic. If we go to crafting armor now, we can do this defensive mail. Okay, yep. Yep. Alright, so this is going to give me an armor rating of 72 regardless. So defense slot is 1% chance to stagger attacker on being hit. Or 10 health. I mean, 1% chance is crap. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use that there. And then I'll put the 40 maximum health on. Let's craft it. The Vigorous Defender Mail. Cool. We completed a quest. So let's go to inventory. I'm going to, let's see here. We have, oh wow. Yeah, that's actually, so we have the Defender code on. I have the Defender code on. I need to stop doing that. I keep doing we and let's. I don't know if that's weird or not. If it makes any difference. So, yeah, this increases my armor considerably and my max health considerably compared to the Defender coat I'm currently wearing. I'm going to go ahead and throw that on. And it's funny because it actually looks like it has like less actual armor on it. Made of metal, but it looked like leather. I find that entertaining. Okay. What's this upgrades we got? Defender coat arms. Upgrade can only be attached to heavy armors. Why can't I do that? Oh, you know what? I know where I have to do that at. Check out the weapon schematics we have. So it needs 14 metal, which I know we don't have. Actually, we probably can make that too. Let's try it. So we'll go over to... First I want to look at modifying the armor. We're going to do Defender Mail. We're going to put the heavy arms on. Defender Coat Arms is going to increase melee defense. Oh, see, it looks right now. It must have just been that I highlighted over a different piece of armor, and that's why it was showing that, like, cheap thing. The claw... Oh, no. Nope, that's still exactly how it looks. So let's go over to Craft Weapon. Relden Greatsword. Alright, so if we do... With this one, you get, 69 AoE damage. It looks like regardless of which one I pick. So then in the offensive slot, we can either 1 chance to stagger target on hit, or 2% damage to guard. Guard damage bonus. I'm actually not entirely sure what that means. Because, yeah, 2% damage is going to be, to me, more useful than the 1%. I mean, 1% is such a low chance. It's 1 in 100. So we'll throw the Onyx there. Summerstone there. And we have a new greatsword. Yay!
Good.
Okay. Inventory. Weapons. See how it compared. So we have, okay, we just created the Crushing Greatsword that does AoE damage. We have the Raider Greatsword, so it's 10 more damage, but it also has the 2% the guard defense on it too, so that will be nice. Plus it looks pretty cool. It's got like a beveled edge on it that looks really nice. Alright, time for a new quest. I want to work on... let's see if we can find Tygan's notes. They're actually in here. Oh, what's that? Ooh, I found some iron. Nice. That's one thing that's nice about accidentally, continually tapping this. I end up finding things I don't really expect.
We cannot stay here. Why not?
Balanced hunting bow, ring of armor penetration. Ooh, I'm probably gonna end up equipping that. And my wife just got home. That again. There it is. Loot. And a belt of fire resistance. Alright, let's go back. I'm going to go back into my inventory. Accessories. Oh, I get to put both on. Heck yeah. That is what I call nice. Alright. But I'm going to call it for the night. It's actually pretty late where I'm at. Plus my wife just got home, so it's just easier if I log off now. I do plan on starting to stream more again. Just gotta get into that habit and really work on it. So thank you all for watching, and I will catch you on the flip side.